What's good, Pack Nation? Welcome to Packin with Gary. It's Mindset Monday. All right. And normally the starters get the spotlight. But this past week, NC State's bench was the story. Okay. 2 games, 2 wins, and a masterclass on what getting ready and staying ready really looks like. Let me ask y'all this. Do you really know how good NC State's bench was? I mean, great. Okay. Over the last 2 games, they really did some things. Everyone's been talking about Arsenal, including myself. Um, and his play has been a huge factor. Okay. My man's hitting threes. He's rebounding. Getting steals. He's finally doing what everybody wanted him to do, what we thought he was going to do. He's turning into, the TA we thought we were going to have is going to be a game changer for us. He's put together a stretch of 3 games that probably are as good as any of the games our stars have had. Um, I don't know his plus minus, but it's probably huge in those games. Now, Matt Abel has been playing well. The last 2 games, having him and Paul hitting at the same time, that creates a completely different dynamic for us. You spend your time trying to stop Paul, and then we're like, all right, tag in Matt. Then we might just get, you know, shifty with it and put both of them in at the same time. Then what you gonna do, right? If you play them both at the same time and they're both hitting, yeah, it's game time at that point. I gotta say, I love it. It's playing out to be the red reckoning that he was talking about. He just spoke a little prematurely, but now, you know, uh, Florida State they struggled with. Should I say not they struggled, but they caused some other teams to struggle. Um, and played Carolina and Duke pretty tough. Let's think about this. None of us have seen NC State beat a team that bad on the road ever, right? Yeah, this level of play is late. Um, better late than never. I'm ready to go win some games at this point because I just feel like we're starting to click, especially with our bench play. Okay, I got Williams is back cooking again. Um, Now even with Williams cooking, you got Paul hitting shots, you got Lubin being consistent. Continuing to be steady. Uh, I'm telling you, our bench has low key been the difference. Look at these numbers. Okay, this is our bench versus FSU. All right. We beat them in every category but points. And that's because we only played 3 guys off the bench and they played 6, right? So look, you've got 3-point percentage, 53% to 42. Field goal, 54% to 45. This is just our bench now. Only the guys that came off the bench. They gave us 13 rebounds, Florida State 7. 7 assists, Florida State's 3. Turnovers, they only had 2. Okay. Florida State had 5. And they gave us 4 steals. So not only did our bench shoot a phenomenal rate, give us great production with 35 points, they were rebounding, they were moving the ball, keeping everybody involved, barely turned it over. 7 assists to 2 turnover ratio is crazy. And locking up, getting 4 steals. Now let's take a look at this Boston College game that we had. Now you all know, um, I wasn't that excited about that game because we didn't blow them out as we should because we know Boston College is not that good, right? I wanted a bigger blowout similar to the Florida State game. And we start digging into the numbers. This is what it looks like. Our bench, again, dominating. 31 points off the bench compared to 12. 85% from three compared to 33. 71% overall field goal percentage compared to 42. Okay. Our bench, 12 rebounds. Theirs, 11. We tied in assists, two each. We had no turnovers from our bench. They had three. And then our bench again locked up with 6 steals. As you all know, stuff like this is very important. Okay. We thought we'd be a deep team, but the numbers are flat out showing it. We don't have a huge drop off when we go to our bench. That's crucial. That's how you extend leads. That's how you maintain a lead. Because now you got the guys coming in resting your best players, and the best players are like, okay, we can come back in and go hard again and extend the lead. Like it's a big deal, very big deal. You know what? Our bench guys may soon be starters. There's a couple we know that can start. Um, we need to give them their props. So, coming off of this past week and these two performances and how our entire team is playing now, we got our star stepping back up. Okay. Still, gonna wait to see, how things go against the top of the league, but it looks good to me so far, right? And then our bench is doing what it needs to do. We got people who weren't playing that well, playing well. Everything's starting to click. Um, my mindset is things are going to continue to get better. All right, we got a game coming up. We're going to win this next game. Start the conference slate 4-1, and Pack Nation. If you like to lead like our bench, okay, be prepared for the moment. That's the Pack mentality, right? As always, like, subscribe, and share. That's Mindset Monday. Go Pack.